Hey, good morning. Dr. Bob Flower and your Monday, June 4th, Master Pattern Report. Okay, so let's see how things are going. Um, Last week, Master Pattern was pretty much on target with our calls. As you can see, oil is breaking down real hard here and headed for what we believe is the $70 level, maybe a little bit below that for now. But we are short we are short oil at this point with our options. Um, Silver did rally as we told you it would, but however, we don't believe it will sustain itself. We think it's on its way down to that $23 level. It's got to break the 26 resistance point, but we think that'll happen. And uh, the T bills, well, I mean that's a mystery. I mean, if these rates go any lower, they're going to be paying us. Um, I mean, this is ridiculous. And there are great fears here of deflation. I got to tell you, they're afraid to do any more uh, QE threes or fours. That seems to be pretty much out of the question right now. But you never can tell. Things really get bad with the market. We may see that to some degree, maybe just to a nominal degree, to try and prop up the market. Of course, the politics of what's going to drive the governmental actions at this point. The big problem that we're seeing, not only in the United States but around the world, is just that. It's the political mindset versus the citizen reality. Okay, and what's happening, like for instance, in Greece, as well as in Spain, Portugal, Ireland, Italy, and part of the Netherlands as well, uh, and here and Japan, is that the politics and governance are going one way, to try and kick things down the road and shore things up, but people can no longer accept it. Just a simple thing like tax increases. I mean, people aren't buying it anymore, and this is an issue that where the rubber meets the road. We got the political and the citizen coming together here in this, not this, and that's exactly what the major problem is. Like for instance, in Greece, the political leaders are saying yes to deals, but the people are saying no, no, that's not going to happen. It was one projection I read over the weekend that after this mess is all over in the next couple of years, you may see retirement age at 80. And it's good news that we're going to live that much longer, but it's bad news if you're a youngster. Um, okay, so let's get on to some calls for this week. We like moves, larger moves in silver, the 5th and the 6th of this week. We also see a pattern on the 9th, which happens to be a Saturday. So we don't know if that's going to hit Friday or Monday, but there's a 70% chance of that move being a down move. Okay, um, the S&P, we're looking at a move, a large move tomorrow, June 5th. And as we said, oil continues to make a move here. Um, Interest rates, again, it's incredible how they're going lower. The 30-year mortgage is now at 3 3/8. Of course, you have to have sterling credit and superb income to get that, but still 3 3/8. I mean, this is in all the years I've been in business, I've never seen anything anywhere near that. So uh, things are very chaotic, um, coupled with the with the national politics, it, it I'm concerned that we're going to see a major breakdown. I don't you know, as many of us know who've been around the block a few times, in political years things tend to be better, and because a lot of government movements are to prop up things, especially those that are in power. Okay, not now, not now. This is sort of like the reality coming home, and we're going to be hard pressed to get out of this, uh, uh, as we have in the past even 4 years. I don't see that happening. I think we're in for a near term disaster, and I think it's going to happen. May well happen before the election. I mean, you have people like George Soros saying that the euro has 3 months, and if major changes aren't made in 3 months, that it's going to fall apart. And what are those changes? Again, just what I just spoke about. The changes are that they float your bonds, right? You know, more cash into the system, more debt. Um, Germany does not want to do that. They're receiving tremendous amounts of pressure to break with their austerity programs, and they're holding tough, and as they should. Um, you know, we as our nation have something in common with the German psychology, that's economic psychology, that's in place right now, and that is we've always been a nation of problem solvers and doers. Okay, we always had to fight for what we believe in and what we want. We never had the luxury of what mostly the Europeans, and I won't even talk about the Far East because that wasn't the case there. But you know, Europe always had that notion of people being taken care of. You know, the socialist attitude. Our country was never like that. We were founded on this manifest destiny. You know, that we were gonna fight for our potential, reach our potential, which is what made us great, and which makes America such a great place in so many different ways. And I think what's happening now is that people are being told, no, it's not great. You know, look what's happening to you, and that's true. But this is not the first time it's happened. There have been depressions, deflations, inflations throughout our history, and this one may well end up being the worst. But you know what? It's a result of concepts that don't work, and we cannot simply continue with entitlements. I'm sorry, you know, it's something that needs to be dealt with. The unions have to come to a realization here. They got to find another way of doing what they want to do and what they want to achieve. People have turned against the concept of unionism in its current psychological state. Okay, people are viewing unions today as takers, as thugs, as people without concern for the country. So with that, we are involved, and I'll say it again, in a period of history that's very unique. Yes, we've seen it to some degree before, but we've never seen it. We've never seen it to this degree, and I don't think that we're anywhere near correcting this. So we have to be very, very careful. I know people feel that they're out spending money and whatnot. it's not that good, um, and I'm I'm very hesitant these days in everything that I'm doing. I don't care what it is. It's got to be a super duper scooper deal before I get myself into it, and I got to be pretty damn sure, and reduce my risks and my ability to escape from a program or project or stock or whatever. That's why I like options so much. Is it gives me a tremendous amount of leverage so that I can have three failures and you know and two wins and I'm ahead of the game. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch ourselves. We're gonna try and work together, share information together, and be very mindful about the people that we're putting in office. Um, let's hear what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, and let's not just be obligated or attached to concepts of democratism or conservatism or liberalism or what have you. Let's be more mindful of the things that are good for the country and will eventually um, service the entire country and everybody. Okay, that's it. We're gonna have a good week next week, and I've got some more charts coming up for you. Very interesting charts. Was not able to do them today, but we'll put them up. We'll have them up for you for next week. Just remember June 5th and 6th, and possibly the 8th for silver. If not the 8th, then the 11th. And S&P tomorrow. Okay? Have a good week. See you soon.